was a law student.
Did you graduate or?
No, I dropped out to do OnlyFans. I'm 0.01 on OnlyFans, so I'm as top as it gets.
What do your family think of this? I mean, they must be incredibly disappointed, surely, that you backed in a potentially really successful career as a lawyer to do this.
Here's my dad is dead and my mum is on my payroll.
I'm just curious about you being someone who embarked on a law career, was obviously very bright, went to university, packed it in just for money to be effectively an online stripper. I mean, that's what you do, right?
Yeah, way worse than an online stripper.
When you want to have kids yourself.
I don't really want kids right now.
How old are you?
25.
Right, so you will do at some stage, probably, right?
Maybe.
When you do, are you going to be proud that you have your little ones and they look at you and go, didn't you want to be a lawyer, Mummy? What happened?
Yeah.
You go, yeah, but look at all my stuff.
They could cry in a Ferrari.
I've been the person that created this epidemic of everybody switching from e-commerce, dropshipping, SMA into OnlyFans management. Technically, OFM is a form of SMMA, like it's a form of marketing agency. It's just a different niche, a different industry. You're working with OnlyFans models and creators.
How many subscribers to OnlyFans do you have now?
In the thousands. I could have a lot more if I open like a free page, but everyone pays like $25 a month to be on there.
You make 6 figures a month on OnlyFans, don't you?
That would be selling.
Yeah.
But yeah.
So Tarquin, bloody nice to meet you. Welcome to Eton. Yeah, thanks, just looking to get the lay of the land, to be honest. Well, I'll introduce you. This is the Smithster. His family's from OnlyFans money. Pleasure. And this is Evanster. His family's from OnlyFans money too. Nice to meet you. Can't forget Johnstonster. OnlyFans money? Yeah, and Fosterster. Is he OnlyFans money too? Oh, no. Oh, he's Twitch money. And so what about you? Oh, my family made their money the old-fashioned way. Avoiding taxes? Avoiding taxes, yeah.
How much did you make once you say a couple months to start an OnlyFans, and then how much did you make after you got these?
So when I used to be a project manager, I earned 30 grand a year. When I did my first month ever in the industry, I made 35 grand. In my first 10 days of starting OnlyFans, I made 15 grand.
Wait,
that's mad.
You said 35 grand in
Revenue,
your first month?
Yeah.
For what? But then you
On
said
webcamming.
Oh, okay.
Webcamming, yeah.
What,
And
so
then
like
a grand a
swapped.
day, like £1,500 a day he was doing on webcamming, yeah. Fucking hell, that's heavy, that.
I thought about that before. I thought about making an OnlyFans for me left foot. Because I know some people have foot fetishes and all that, don't they? And if they like it, then I'll make one for me right foot. And then maybe I can have one where they've got both feet together.
My first month, I started quite late in the month in April, and I made like $1.5 grand. And obviously I was on benefits at the time because I just had a kid, and I was like, this is like double what I'm getting from benefits. And started TikTok, and I think my earnings went from £12,000 a month up to about £40,000 a month. And then there was one TikTok that I did that blew up massively, and I didn't sleep that night at all. But you could see the correlation between subscribers and the views on the TikTok, and I made £42,000 in one night, like from one TikTok going viral.
Do I actually make good money doing OF Curious? This screenshot is for you, and it's also for the people that keep asking me why I show my camel toe on TikTok and why I flash my pants and other things like that. It's because I make this kind of money, and I would say that's pretty good money for someone my age. I had a really good month in April. Hopefully I'll get back up there. I just haven't been making very many new TikToks recently because I've been so busy. But yeah, in an answer to your question, yeah, I make really good money from OF.
I just wanted to let you guys know that I've started on OnlyFans. Yeah, I know, seems a bit crazy, but I'm only posting in boxers, so it's nothing deep, it's nothing that can be held against me in the future. Personally, I think with the audience I have, it would be a waste not to start one, because that's what most of you guys want to see. And there is some gym people, and I mean, I'm starting a gym clothing brand, so yeah,
How much money can you make from the TikTok Creator Fund? The TikTok Creator Fund is a mystery to a lot of people. As you can see, you need 10,000 followers, have at least 10,000 video views in the last 30 days, and you have to be over 18 years old. A lot of people don't have those requirements, and so they're not making money on TikTok. As you can see, I've got 13,000 followers, and my views vary from like 200, 400, 1,000. They're not that great. I've spoken in the past about my account and the ups and downs that I've faced, but this is how much I've made on the Creator Fund so far. I have been in the TikTok Creator Fund since the 1st of August of 2022, and it's now the 1st of November, and I've made £19.15p. For someone whose full-time job is not posting on TikTok, this is just a nice little thing, and every time I post a video, it has a chance to get a bunch of views and bring in some more money for me.
So, have a look at this. Have a look at the date there. October 16th to November 26th, yesterday. In 5 weeks, I think it's about 5 weeks, maybe 6 weeks, I embarked on a new adventure, and I wanted to see if I could sell products that I personally use, that I buy from TikTok, and I want to see whether I could make money from it. So what I want you to also look at now, and, you know, this is all real time. Look at gross revenue. I've sold over £15,000 worth of product. That's one product. And the estimated commissions, apart from today, is over £3,000. That's paid to me by TikTok into my bank account between Monday and Friday. Now, they do pay really well on a Wednesday. I can get 3-4 payments through on a Wednesday, and I'm like, yes. It's amazing. Now, what you can't see is, just over the other side, I've sold over 600 units of one product. And that product is Shilajit. And it just took off. And I tell you what, it was one viral video. And I took that video outside our community centre with the light on at 6 p.m. and just went, I've got this idea. I didn't plan it, I didn't script it, I just talked for 3 minutes. And if you follow me and go to my pinned posts, you will see that it's nearly 500,000 views. And that one video has done that. You don't have to be Spielberg. You don't have to be, you know, it's not Hollywood. TikTok is real. People like real, and people resonate with your story. So my advice to you is, have a look here. Look at the product views. You can see for yourself. Look at the commission. Look at the gross revenue. Look at the dates.
Last week I earned more from TikTok than I did my regular job, and here's how. So, like a lot of other creators, I've been invited into what's called the Creativity Program Beta. This is for creators with accounts over 10k followers, and you get invited to it. They then monetize videos that are over 1 minute long and are original. It's a fantastic opportunity for creators like myself, smaller creators and even bigger creators to earn money on TikTok, because previously that's not been an option. The Creator Fund was really pennies, pittance. Look, with the amount of views I get, I don't think I'll be earning that every week. But this weekend, we had a great weekend. And if I can earn a bit from it, it's great. That there is more than I paid for my season ticket for the year. So it's a great opportunity for me. And like I've just said, great opportunity for others.
Do you want to know how much money I made from the TikTok Creator Program in 2023? And this is not clickbait. I'm going to tell you, I've been inspired by another creator who has a much bigger following than me, and her amount was much bigger. But if you're nosy, like me, I'm going to share it with you to enjoy. So let's get into it. So the least I made in a month on the TikTok Creator Program was £8.81, and that was in May of 2023. And the most that I made in a month was right before I quit the TikTok Creator Fund, and that was in September, when I had a video that went very viral, and I made £47.78. So that brings my total that I made from the TikTok Creator Fund before I left the fund as £366.63. And that was from December of 2022 up until September of 2023. So a little under a year. And the reason that I quit is because I joined the TikTok Creativity beta program, which is much more lucrative.
I make £500 a month for posting on Instagram and Facebook for a restaurant, and here's how. It's known as social media management, and yes, there is more to it than posting on Instagram and Facebook, but I had to find a way to hook you in. So I post daily for these clients, I run strategical growth campaigns, I do SEO optimization, I cover analytics, I do community engagement and content creation. But all these things, if done correctly, only takes me a couple hours a week, and if you do the maths, I'm working out about £60 an hour, and that's just one client. And I used to teach a lot of people affiliate marketing, but I kind of grew out of that. But I want to let you know and be as transparent as possible about how I make money.
Would you pay £690 a month for social media management for your business? That's what I charge with my smallest package. Bear in mind, my clients are hotels and hospitality. I've also 3 years experience in the industry, built up 100,000 followers of my own.
I made £700 in 2 hours. Last week I went into Aldi and saw these blankets at £25. Stick around to the end to see how much I was selling them for. I went into another Aldi but couldn't find any. But it's so important to not give up, because I found more in the next Aldi and then carried on and found even more. Bought every single one I could, and then at the last Aldi I found a gold mine. I bought 21 of these for £25 each. Last week they were selling on Amazon for £72, which gave me £32 of profit per unit after fees. Times that by 25.
I tried everything. I tried trading, I tried dropshipping. When I was younger, from the age of 16, 17, I tried all these things. I had to wait until I was 18 to start a trading account. I did it and I thought, it's not for me, because I spent 3 months learning and I thought, okay, money's gone, whatever. Then I started FBA, lost my money. And then I tried setting up a recruitment agency, lost my money. And then I started dropshipping again. I didn't really put much money into it, but it was a time. And then other things started to come into fruition. But that's why, because it's quick and easy. People think these are the things that appeal to them the most. Shiny object syndrome, do you know what I mean? They think, I'm going to start trading, I'll live this lifestyle. I'll start dropshipping, I'll live this lifestyle. But it's far from the truth. You speak to any real trader, bro, they'll tell you, bro, the kind amount of graft and time they put into it and how long they didn't make money for.
Day in the life of a reseller. So we woke up to a really nice sale this morning. Quickly defrost the van and take my girlfriend to work, then to Screwfix to pick up some sandpaper. Get some diesel, because obviously we need diesel to make deals happen. And then we're off to the container to go and do some work. Now, I couldn't do any deals between 11 and 2 because I was waiting for a delivery driver to pick up these chairs you're about to see me get out of the container that we sold previously. I then proceeded to offload the van for some furniture I collected yesterday, a nice pine chest of drawers and a solid G-plan chest of drawers. I had to do some work on them next though. So I gave the G-plan chest of drawers a quick clean, as you can see me doing here. And then I proceeded to lightly sand it with 180 grit sandpaper, even out some of the spots, and then I applied some teak oil, as you see the before here and then the after, which is pretty good if you ask me. Following that, it was time to picture and list the items, and then it was time to put them away in the container. As you can see me doing here, they fit so well and it was really satisfying. But then I got a message from a customer wanting to see an item right at the back of the container, which I had to take everything back out just to get that one item out, to get some pictures and then put it all back away, as you see me doing here.
I made £800 in 1 hour. We found these comfy blankets in Costco for £23 each. Stay until the end to see what we sold them for. There were some variations we didn't want, so we had to call for reinforcements to ensure that we got every last one. We got 66 blankets in total and crammed them into 2 trolleys. They sell on Amazon for £50 each, giving us £12.32 profit per unit after fees. Times that by 66.
This is where Amazon FBA can go wrong. Retail arbitrage edition. Let's go! The other day, I took a quick trip to Lidl to grab a couple groceries. You know, the dudu shudu, bread shed, all of that. That's when I noticed these thermometer thingies sitting. Now, Tommy Tippy always tends to sell well on Amazon, so I gave it a quick scan and saw the margins were mad. Going solely off this, you already know I had to clear. Was in a rush because I had like 5 minutes left to get to work. Lidl Plus coming through with a cheeky £5 discount, come on. Now, I thought this was a sick find, so I told the Ace Arbitrage lot to clear them out. Then 2 minutes later at work, I tried to add to my inventory and got slapped in the face when Amazon hard restricted it for everyone. Massive L. Luckily I kept my receipts, so returned them all the same day. But yeah, when doing retail arbitrage, always remember to cross-check against your Amazon seller app and not only rely on tools like Profitool or Seller app. At least I'll know for next time.
We're in Asda. Today we're doing retail arbitrage. What have we got?
Air fryer, £39 purchase price.
£39, selling for £69, £14.23 profit just by buying this. How many is there here?
2 here.
2. It's 30 quid. And that £30 profit to us is 2 pizzas. Let's go!
Here's how to start selling your feet pics, December 2023. Remember, you do have to be 18 to do this, and the people that buy have to be 18 as well. I recommend making a Snapchat account or a Twitter account and then add in loads of people called feet buyers on there, as well as on Twitter, follow a load of people that are interested in like other feet sellers. When people add you back on Snapchat, just straight up ask them, are you interested in buying anything? Like specific, being a bit more specific than that, but you know what I mean, just ask them.
If they say no, then just block them because they're going to waste your time or they just want to have a conversation. Like, that's not what you want. You want money. And if they are interested, then send them a menu. You can find plenty of examples of menus like, you know, just like a restaurant menu, but instead of it having like the food in that, it says like 5 pictures, £6 type of thing. Fee picks is normally videos, video calls, sessions, and pictures. And some people do sell physical items as well. But yeah, negotiate with these people on Snapchat, and if they do want to buy, I recommend transferring, like doing the payment through Tip Wishlist, which is just tipwishlist.com. It's really, really low fees for the buyers, and the money goes straight to your bank once you've signed up. So like, and the buyers can send you custom amount, which is pretty good. Some people want you to talk in videos. If you are not comfortable with that, then don't do it. And some people want you to show your face. Again, if you're not comfortable, then don't show your face. Also recommend going by a fake name as well. For the people that say they use PayPal or can they use PayPal, you cannot use PayPal. It's against their terms and conditions. You cannot be selling any sexual items through PayPal. Whereas like these other platforms you can because it's classed as a donation type of thing. But on PayPal, you can't. So don't use PayPal to do this. But yeah, it's super easy and anyone can do it. Just make sure you don't give up with it and you'll get a sale probably within your first week, especially if you're active on Snapchat like all the time and you're messaging a lot of people. I got my first sale on my first day of having Snapchat, but I did try Feet Finder for 2 weeks before and I got nothing.
What's the most amount of money that you've made in one day with your business?
I would say the most I've made in one day is probably around £800, which was a really good day for me. But you know, in small business, it can really go up and down. Some days I can make nothing. Some days I can have really good days. So they really just balance themselves out, really.
That's really good.
Check.
Another myth about Etsy. Low-cost items won't make you money on Etsy. I've sold 54,700 of them. And they're only 99p. But 54,799p's, what I'm trying to say is that one little product can change your business.
Hey Spotify, I've released all of these amazing songs. Can I put them on your app? Sure, just fill out a form and we can go from there. Thanks. How much do you pay again? I want to see if I can quit my full-time job. We pay around £0.003 per stream. That's £3 for 1,000 streams, £300 for 100,000 streams, and £3,000 for 1 million streams. Oh wow, that's not as much as I thought. Let's say I want to make £30,000 a year. How many streams would I need? To earn £30,000 a year, you would need to have 10 million streams a year, or 833,000 streams a month.
You guys always want to know how much is an hour VIP dance in a ladies' bar. So in London, in one of the top clubs, it's £700 an hour. If you go up to the Midlands or up north, it's not even half that, not even a third of that sometimes. Also to note, in London, the club takes half of that money, so the girl only gets half. Obviously, you don't have to go VIP. You can do single dances, which range between 20 quid for a song or 50 quid in London. Not all clubs in London are that price, and not all clubs up north are cheap. So you gotta suss it out a bit.
This question is easily the most common question that anyone asks any stripper, and the answer is the money is as good as you are. The more you work, generally, the less fees you end up paying at the club. It's not the same everywhere, but the ones I've worked in, that's been the case. If you're on time and you don't get drunk at work and you don't do stupid shit like get your phone out, they're not going to fine you anything. So that in itself can fuck your income massively. If you fuck around in the club, it fucks your income massively. And it depends on what your idea of good is. In American strip clubs, they make a lot of money from stage shows. They get a lot of ones, stuff like that. We don't have that. We make all of our money from VIPs and just single lap dances. So if you've got the chat and you've got the commitment to be there every night and you're not fighting with other girls and you're not fucking around in the club and getting fined, you can make a lot. You can make a lot more than the average full-time wage. And that is more than enough for me. That's exactly what I like. Thank you very much.
Make some money with me at a car boot sale. 9 a.m., £70 so far. 10 a.m. up to £160. Total profit, £230.
This is what I got from the car boot to flip online for a profit. First up, this Baby Yoda is a prime example why you need to keep up to date on what items are worth. I've sold him a few times for £25, but the value's gone down since then. I only paid 50p, so still some profit there. I paid £3 for this Urban Outfitters jacket and already sold it on Vinted for 35. There's a bit of a theme to this haul, crazy patterns. I find unusual patterns sell really well for me. These were only £1 and I aim for 20. Again, rainbow is a pattern that sells really well. I paid £1 for this vintage wool jumper, and I paid £2 for this vintage giraffe pattern shirt. Paid £2 for this diesel track jacket, and the last one sold for £22.99. And I paid £1 for this All Saints jumper, which I've already sold on Depop for £28 plus shipping. So far, I've made £56 profit, and I've still got 5 items to sell. Bye!
I turned £10 into a full-time income, and this is how I did it. So about 12 months ago, I took my £10 to a car boot sale. I picked up loads of goods for super cheap like you can do at a car boot sale. I then took these goods home, put them on eBay for a markup. When these items sold, I took the profits that I did make and I reinvested them back into next week's car boot sale. I did this for 6 months and it built up to be about half of my full-time income. At this point, I then quit my job and did it full-time. With the extra 40 or so hours a week, I managed to bring this up to a full-time income. I now own and run a vintage clothing shop and run an eBay store full-time. In the next 12 months, I hope to grow this all the way up to 6 figures in annual revenue. What do you reckon? Do you reckon it's possible?
Come to my first ever car boot sale with me. Woo! So as you can see here, we've packed the car up with all of our old stuff. If you're doing a car boot sale, make sure you bring coins with you because people are going to give you notes and you're going to have change. Make sure you make a note of how much change you've bought so in the end you know how much profit you've actually made. So we done the Battersea car boot sale because it doesn't start at like 5 a.m. You can literally get there for like 11, which is perfect for me. It's not overly huge as well, which is great. Some of my personal tips for a car boot sale, which I learned, definitely be to bring a table because a lot of people had their stuff on the floor. I had a rail, a table and boxes on the floor and people weren't too keen to go through the stuff in the boxes on the floor. They more went for the stuff that was on the rails, on the tables, and make sure if you bring a rail it's sturdy because the amount of rails I saw on the floor from the wind, yeah, it was long. Also, if you have any attachment to any of the items you're bringing to the car boot sale, fucking forget it, mate, because people will literally offer you 10p for a brand new top worth £28. So just don't bother, hun. Just leave it at home, put it on Vinted. Car booty is a place of stuff that you just want to get rid of. Another tip I would tell everyone to do is bring a chair because it's a long fucking day and you need to sit down. Also, shout out this lady. She was bringing everyone to my stall. She was saying, this is the best stall here. She was going in. This lady had definitely had enough because she was giving everything away for free at the end of the day. You lot saw how much I came with and this is how much I left with. A little 3 or 4 bags. I was so happy, mate. Can't even tell you. So here's my mum counting all her money she made. Although car boot sale is a day out, you still can get rid of all your stuff and make profit. I think my mum maybe made like £200. She kept going, pulling out all the fucking notes. And this is how much I made on the screen because I actually can't fucking remember. I'm going to include the profit, how much it cost me to do it, etc, etc.
Good morning, everyone. Today I went to Pack and Car Boot. Here's my outfit. I knew I looked good when people asked me how much I was selling my jacket for. To book the car boot, it's £17. It used to be 15, but we've been done dirty by the cost of living. The queue was huge, so I was worried we weren't going to get a good space. Here's my gorgeous little DIY setup. I had a little wander around the stalls. It was also fucking freezing. By the end, I'd sold so much. Okay, Dad, I want you to guess how much I've made.
So I'm going to say 220.
I'm going to guess that I've made 200. 220. 265. Yeah. Good going, guys. Good going. I'm chuffed.
Come sell at a car boot with me. It was so early. We had to be there at 6 a.m. I woke up at 5 a.m. I was not living yet. But people were trying to buy stuff out of the car boot at 6 a.m. Come on, lads. But we did sell the guitar by 7 a.m. Got 20 quid for it. It's a left-hand guitar. I never play guitar anymore, so that's fine. Clothes were priced from £1 to a £5, and then the Doc Martens were 20 quid. I didn't actually end up selling the Doc Martens. I had loads of interest, but nobody fit them. People were very concerned where the shoelaces were. I took them out for a project. We were set up opposite a Christmas stand and a food van, so we had lots of footfall from those. I decided to have an explore around 8 a.m. I definitely regretted not having a rail when I was seeing everyone else's rails. I was trying not to buy anything, but of course you end up buying something when you're selling at the car boot. I ended up seeing this bag and she wanted 4 quid for it, and I haggled and got it for 3 quid. I also went to the fruit and veg man and I got some avocados for breakfast. And we ended up having avocados and toast at like 1 p.m. when we got back. I got back to the store. I was doing the store with someone. That is such a hot tip, is do the store with someone and bring an activity. That's me crocheting. This is the end of it. I ended up leaving at around 1 p.m. so we had the rest of the day to live. And finally, this is how much we made. So considering I was selling things very cheaply, we made 60 quid. Was it a lot? No, but I did get rid of half my wardrobe and have a massive clear out I needed.
Come with us to sell at the car boot. Just pulling up to our spot. Time to unload everything. Okay, I literally have bags and bags of clothes and accessories to sell, so hopefully we can get rid of it all today. We've got a table, a rail, little chairs to sit on, and then I think we've got a second little table as well. Tables up. Okay, that was a mad rush, but we're all set up. So we've got clothes on a rail, and then I've got a little skirt section, little accessories like glasses, belts, and shoes. There's Lewis. And then we've got more like pajamas and kind of like swimwear and stuff down here, and a load of tote bags, and a few little random bits, and then another table full of bags, and some of my really nice bags are on here, but I just have too many. Sun's come out from the way. We've put music on the speaker to try and sell it for a £5, but now it's providing the vibes. Do we get a burger, or an ice cream, or donuts? We've done quite well. All my bags have nearly gone. There's a lot of men's stuff still left on the floor, and then the table's kind of clearing out, and loads of clothes off the rail are gone. But we're having to play music from the phone because the speaker sold. Woo. The amount of times we've had people ask if the weights are for sale, we could have literally made so much money from these weights, but they're just holding the rail down. How's it going, Lou?
Going really good. Sold a few bits.
We've got like an hour left, so everything's going down to £1. Quick snack. Okay, we're all done and we're just packing away. It still looks like a lot, but it's literally not. Everything's going to fit in this one bag, and we came with 4 bags this big, and there's only a few bits left on the rail. And we just sold like 6 things to the last customer, which was good. Literally everything we have left fits into one bag, and it's zipped up. Such a good day. I feel like we're the most organised people you'll ever meet doing a car boot stand, but there's all the hangers, and then that's everything we have left in one bag. I'm just packing the rail away. Yay. Okay, we've just finished. I think I've made like 90. So good. And then you've made about 20. So I think we've made like £110. So yeah, success.
This lovely cake is a £70 cake, and I'm going to explain to you why. So it was a last minute cake order, which I did say in one of my other videos that I absolutely love last minute cake orders, because you can decide if you want to do them, and to be honest, the customer's usually genuinely really happy with whatever cake you produce. So I charged £70 for this, and I'm going to explain why. You should factor in the cake board, the cake boxes, your ingredients such as butter, milk, eggs, flour, sugar, more butter if you use American buttercream, icing sugar, any food colourings, any chocolate, any fondant modelling paste that you use. For example, we use a brand called Savicino. It ain't cheap, but it is very, very good. So it saves you time. So that extra few quid that you spend on that, you're saving in time. So it's all about saving time, isn't it? And also these polystyrene bowls, these are a pain. You have to dip them in chocolate, let it like run off, then you have to let it set. So that is all time consuming. Making fondant figures is also time consuming. But yeah, we added some extra ribbon onto this, and I boxed it up really nice. So I put it in like a cellophane wrap with a little bow on it, which made it look pretty too. So yeah.
Only on them sleeves if it's breeze. Red ruby the sleeves, Chinese on my sleeve. These wanna be Chun-Lees anyway, yeehaw. Who the fuck told bitches they was me now? I knew these bitches was slow, I ain't know these bitches see now. Marry the shooter case you.
I'm going to show you how to make more money as a lash tech. So what you need is some foaming pump bottles. And you can buy these from AliExpress, eBay, Amazon, even Shein sell them, I think. It's better to buy more of them in bulk, because then they work out less per bottle. Eyelash shampoo concentrate. A lot of lash suppliers sell these, lash brand, or you can buy a big bottle of Prolong on Amazon. And stickers are optional, but I wanted to put stickers on mine to make them personal to my brand. You can buy logo stickers from eBay, Amazon, small businesses from Etsy, and you'll also need some distilled water, not tap water. Now, dividing how much it costs me
per bottle or per sticker. It's costing me around £1.30. Things like spoolies, you could sell it for more, but I'm going to retail these for £5 per bottle, which means I'm making around £3.70 profit for each bottle. And the more of them you sell, the more you can buy in bulk, the more things you'll be able to include in your aftercare kit, which means the more you can charge and the more profit you'll make.
Trying to record this in under 3 minutes is actually a mission. So let's get into the actual cost breakdown. If you want to make 10k a month and you're selling hair bundles, let's imagine that you purchase the bundle at around £50, $60, and you're going to be selling it at around £120. So let's say it's a 20-inch bundle, we're selling it at £120. That's going to leave us with a gross profit of £70. Now let's get into some of the actual cost of having this hair bundle and having an online store. So let's say our shipping cost was £3. Let's say the bag cost was around £1.50. Our Shopify store, I'm going to base these figures on 87 orders that we had during the month of April, and we pay £138 a month for our Shopify store. So if you break that down to each order, 87 orders, that's another £1.50, sorry. Card processing, if you're going to do card processing off of your Shopify store, Shopify has it all integrated, so you don't necessarily need to, but I wouldn't use any card processors that are over 1.1% for each transaction. So let's say it was 1.1% transaction for that £1, for that £120. That is going to be £1.31 coming off of that £120. Let's say that you're running paid ads. You don't obviously have to, but this paid ads is what I spent it during the month of April when we had 87 orders. And that was for Pinterest, TikTok, and for Facebook ads. So let's say that was £17.24 divided by those 87 orders. That's actually quite high. Let's say email marketing completely free. We pay for email marketing, but for your sake, I'm going to say it's completely free. That's going to leave you with £45.45. We'll times that by the 87 orders. That's going to leave me with 3,954. I calculated this all earlier. So let's say we want to get to 10K. We're going to have to do 10,000 divided by 45 because that's how much profit we had. And that's going to mean that we need to sell 220 orders per month in order to hit 10k profit sitting in our actual bank accounts. Now, obviously, if you order this stock, you know, your packaging and your shipping and everything, if you order it on a greater scale, it's going to reduce the prices because you're going to be ordering a lot and your price is going to be coming down. You obviously don't have to pay for any paid ads. You can just be using all social media, and a lot of the email platforms allow you to send out like 1,000 emails or have around 1,000 people on your email list without it being a running cost. So this is just a realistic figure. If you were making £45.45 per bundle in profit, then you need to be selling around 220 bundles per month so that you've got 10k sitting in your bank account. Sorry, these figures were for the month of March. Here you can see we made 14,000 and it was 87 orders, and that was the profit that we made during that month.